Hi guys, it's Lindsay and welcome to another vlog. I just got back from walking Sammy and I thought I would start this vlog because I really wanted to document some of the delicious meals and things that I've been into lately as far as cooking goes and gut health, because I have been dealing with SIBO, which is a small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and I'm about like 4 or 5 weeks into the protocol and just feeling so much better. And part of that was going low FODMAP, so really avoiding legumes, beans, onions, garlic, peppers, and a lot of things that I've known hurt my stomach, but eat them anyway, because while you're going through this like period of fixing your gut, you don't want to add more aggravation. So that has been huge. I'm like half talking, half trying to make a nice latte. But yeah, so I've been avoiding FODMAPs. I've been taking a ton of supplements prescribed to me by my doctor for both gut health and immune support, because I have a low white blood cell count because of my autoimmune disease, but we think it might partially be because of the SIBO. So I'm just really trying to stick to this protocol, which requires me to take supplements at every single meal. So eating 3 times a day, really solid meals, has been important, and it's, I don't know, really gotten me back into cooking. I also have been back to taking the seed pre and probiotic, and I can't recommend this enough to people that have digestive upset or just like inconsistencies. I feel like this is just really like evened out my digestion and helped so much on top of everything else that I'm doing. And I just, yeah, would highly recommend. Taking probiotics is something that I wish I did more consistently for the past year, because I do feel like that's probably why my SIBO came back. I had it last year. Dude, my coffee machine has been having issues like not fully puncturing the pods. And I know I was buying bootleg Nespresso pods for a while. My boyfriend got mad at me about that, but these are the real ones. Homemade vanilla syrup and almond milk. So good. It's so easy, and it's what I order at every single nice coffee shop I go to. It has the vanilla bean flakes in it, and it's just boiling equal parts water, sugar, letting it cool, and adding vanilla bean paste, which is maybe $8 at the grocery store. And that's how much these coffee shops are charging for vanilla bean paste lattes. So would recommend. I'm gonna need more milk. And you can see the vanilla bean flakes. For breakfast, I am making a toasted PB&J with a sliced banana inside and the squirrel blackberry Meyer lemon fruit spread. Their jams are so good. They are worth the hype. I am like almost out of this jam. And if you haven't tried a PB&J with fruit within it, it seriously is, it tastes like jam. I love doing it with like blackberries or raspberries and peanut butter. And this is the gluten-free bread that I have been buying recently because it's really, really soft and it's decently sized for gluten-free bread, which is saying a lot. Gluten-free bread is like ridiculously small. But I'm on like my last slices, so this is like kind of a, I don't know, not the most beautiful PB&J I've ever made. Just being honest. Now is when I take some of my supplements, antidepressants, and Nutrafol with a huge glass of water. I am now gonna run some errands. I have my giant sweet green tote bag, which is seriously the best because it's zippered at the top and it has a little pouch for your wallet and your keys. I brought it to a picnic last weekend. It would also be so good for the farmer's market. I believe they sell it as merchandise because it's also just like really cute. Time for a quick haul. I think this is gonna be my new grocery bag now because it gets so many compliments. It's so funny to carry around your groceries in a big salad bag. But here's what I got. I got dill, more bread so that I can continue my sandwich kick, but this time I got seeded, which I'm very excited about. Some sprouts and a heirloom tomato for sandwiches with hummus and avocado. It's a delicious sandwich, some mustard. I love a good like veggie filled sandwich. Then for dinner tonight, I got bok choy and salmon. I got, let's see, 0.47 of a pound. I also ran out of my favorite rice noodles and rice roll wrappers for making spring rolls, which I would love to eat this week. A little bit more citrus, can always use more, and a sweet potato. I've been craving breakfast tacos. It's honestly like probably one of my favorite foods, and I have tortillas, I have potatoes, I have everything ready, but I got some cheddar jack cheese and this chili lime crema that they put on top of tacos. I saw a friend recommend this, so I thought I would get it. 2 ginger and lime poppies, and some Earth Balance and Shelf Stable Oatly for baking, because next week is my birthday and I'm gonna be making a birthday cake. So I knew that I would need more butter, and I do like to go for a higher fat Oatly when it comes to making things like frostings, cakes, scones, whatever, because you do really notice a difference. Taste-wise, I think Miyoko's oat butter is the most delicious. It's like salty, it spreads really well, but it has coconut oil in it, so for baked goods, it can cause melting too quickly and like a difficulty with setting. So that is why I use Earth Balance for that. But it is mostly canola oil, and it has soybean oil, flaxseed oil, sunflower oil, which some people are against, obviously. If you are not into seed oils, you don't have to use this. Personally, I don't have a problem with seed oils. I think they're fine in small amounts. So that is why I always have these 2 different butters in my fridge. For lunch, I'm gonna make some breakfast tacos because even though my avocados aren't ripe, it's just what I'm craving, and there's really never a bad time to have a breakfast taco, and there's so many different ways to make them. There's no wrong way to do it. But one of my favorite coffee shops in town does a breakfast burrito with sweet potato, caramelized sweet potatoes with like hot honey. So I wanted to kind of make a hash with sweet potatoes and soy rizo. If you're vegan and you've never cooked with soy rizo before, it can be a little intimidating because it smells honestly exactly like real chorizo, but it's so delicious and you get so much for your buck, and it has a lot of protein in it because it's textured vegetable soy protein. Last step, heating up the tortillas. I'm using these Mission white corn super soft tortillas, and there are so many, so I will be making lots of variations. And I'm gonna top these with green onion because it gives you the same taste of onion, but without hurting my stomach, at least in my case, because it's low FODMAP. And we are topping it with the Zab's hot honey. This stuff is so ridiculously good. If you've never had hot honey, it's an experience. This flaked coconut is also so much better than shredded coconut. I just like love the texture of it. It's so good. And then 1 scoop of vegan protein powder. Here they are, all done. Now you just let them rest in the fridge or freezer, and they are so delicious. I tried some of the mix, and I actually think that peanut butter and almond butter might be the perfect combo. Now time for dinner. This has to be my favorite way to cook salmon, and it is so easy and just delicious. I put a miso glaze on it and then essentially just cook it under the broiler for 5 to 7 minutes. This has been resting for 20 minutes, so it's basically ready to go now, and I like to save half of the miso glaze to pour over the bowl, and I always like to serve it with a vegetable. So tonight we're having carrots because Instacart accidentally gave me 5 pounds of carrots when I asked and paid for 2. So this is more carrots than I've ever known what to do with. I think I'm actually gonna make a carrot cake next week for my birthday because I just like don't even know what to do with myself. with this many carrots, and I'm just gonna cook them on the stove with the bok choy I bought earlier. 2 tablespoons of miso, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and yes, I still use soy sauce in small amounts, even though it's not gluten-free, because I am just sensitive, not fully celiac. But I avoid it in every other case. It's just really hard to replicate soy sauce. And then 1/4 teaspoon of sriracha, but I just like estimate that. 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar and 1 tablespoon of sugar of your choice. I'm using agave because it's easiest. I just turned on the broiler and I'm going to just brush this all over it. And now we're gonna cook our veg. I can't even remember the last time I ate an edamame bean, and it's really good to switch up the vegetables you eat for gut variety. Little green onion moment, and some toasted sesame seeds for crunch. And because I didn't really season the vegetables all that much, I have extra miso dressing for those. And this stuff is delicious. I think it would be so good on tofu too. I just haven't had a chance to try it yet. And that is dinner. These have been hardening for, I don't know, long enough. I just need to try them because I haven't done this combo before of peanut butter and almond butter. Of course they're delicious. Everything in these is so good. Yum. This is truly just like my happy place, reading with Sammy on the couch. But I just finished the book I was reading, which was Cleopatra and Frankenstein, and I really enjoyed it. I feel like it made me realize that I don't necessarily like romance novels, but I like books that maybe include stories of love, but also friendship and adventure, and just like, I really loved being able to envision the location. I think that's like what I enjoyed about it the most, actually. And I saw this TikTok that split books up that they recommended by different locations. So there was LA, New York, Paris, London, all books that take place in those different places that they really liked. So I wrote them all down, and I want to read more in LA as well as New York. If you have any recommendations based off like what I've read already, I would love to hear them, and I can leave this TikTok below if I can find it. I do believe I saved it. I also just took notes from all the books of it. Good morning. I did not sleep well at all because Sammy was having some reverse sneezing. And if you've ever seen or you know what reverse sneezing is, it sounds dangerous and scary, but it actually isn't. It's just like normal sneezing, but it's kind of like a spasm. But it really freaks her out. It makes her anxious. And so she was like refusing to settle back down and go to sleep, just like pacing around my bedroom at 2 a.m. for like an hour. So I just feel like I didn't get the rest that I needed because I'm still getting over this cold. I just woke up feeling like sick again. Ugh. Which just sucks, but I just washed and re-blow dried the front of my hair, which is something that I only learned about recently, and if you have bangs, it's kind of a game changer just to like help you not wash your hair an extra day. Because I have to take my passport photo today, so I thought I might as well have good hair for that. And whenever I like have a good hair day, I feel like it helps with my mental health as well, and I'm just feeling tired and not wanting to get up and do things, so I thought it would help. The hoop earrings definitely always make me feel more put together, and I really want to go get a coffee today just because it is gloomy and just like as a little treat. But I have been having all of my coffees and meals at home during the week mostly, just so that I, you know, am not spending an insane amount of money on food like I did last month. And also just so that I'm not eating lots of things that aggravate my stomach. Mostly just like on the weekends I'll be like, you know, if I want to eat something, I'll eat it. even if it's not like low FODMAP. And honestly, it hasn't been hurting my stomach nearly as much as when I was having like onions and garlic every day in all of my meals and like ignoring that it was hurting me. The second I grab my quarters to go outside, Sammy knows that we're going into the yard and she comes running. It's like clockwork. It's so cute. There she is in her little sweater, which I put on her to calm her down last night, and it definitely does help. How are you feeling, Miss Princess? It's from Little Beast. There's definitely an entire genre on TikTok for passport photo makeup, but I'm personally just going to do a slightly more full coverage base. I'm using the Say Beauty foundation, and then I think I'll do a little bit of like a smoked out pencil winged liner. Very minimal, just like a touch more than my everyday. I don't want to be completely unrecognizable from my passport photo when I'm at the airport, because I always go to the airport with no makeup on so that I'm not risking a breakout. This is also like the perfect brow shade for me. I've been struggling to find a nice light brown brow pencil that isn't too warm, and Dark Blonde from Ilia, she's that girl. Makeup is on. I used the Glossier Brown Mascara today, and I think I'm obsessed with it. It just looks so soft and natural, and that's the vibe that I've been trying to go for with my makeup. I'm also very glad that I washed my bangs because my hair looks great even though it's actually relatively dirty. I also think I'm gonna use this camera to take my photos because I can have it self-timer. Since I already had my makeup on, I am gonna try and take the photos that I need to for Lisa Says Ga in a mirror selfie because this spot is cute. You gotta get creative sometimes when the sun is gone. Obviously my sheets are in the wash, but it has this kind of like crinkly, aesthetically pleasing, unmade look, just not showing like the actual mess in my real bedroom. This is their little black eyelet matching set, and I'm wearing it in a small. Next, we're gonna do this gorgeous white dress with some cowboy boots. It is so cute. I'm wearing it with my black cowboy boots, and I am definitely gonna wear this at some point this weekend. I wanna go to the farmer's market and buy peaches, and I would like to wear this. I don't do like a lot of, I don't know, you guys know I don't go out a lot, so my weekends are like where I like to dress up, you know, going to coffee, whatever. I don't know why I wasn't just showing you what they look like in the mirror because this is obviously a lot better, but here is the last look. I have my cute little ballet flats on and a little necklace from Note Jewelry. That is made. Linens are from Brooklinen, and then my duvet is from Bed Threads. I don't really have anywhere to go today, so I might meet Dom for a little coffee shop work session. And here it is with a denim jacket because it's cold outside. So I can't just go outside in a tube top, even though it's June.
I'm like, why are those hard?
No, they're 6 shoes.
I got a hojicha latte with almond milk and some maple syrup.
And no.
Earthy is right. Unfortunately, this isn't a win for me personally.
Yeah.
I don't want her to try it because I don't want her to get sick, but it is what it is. Say hi to Dom. She looks adorable today. She got some new hair. Summer is here.
Summer is here, people.
Her DMs are open.
Yes, they're open.
Lunchtime. Another gloomy day in June. It doesn't even feel like June. My neighbor said it's actually the coldest one we've had on record, so it's just kind of a bummer, but I'm about to drop Sammy off to get her haircut. You can definitely see that she is a little bit on edge. She knows where we just parked, but I'm gonna drop her off and then I think get a chai latte because it's a Friday and it just sounds really good. It's hard to vlog when I feel like I don't have a clear head. I just don't feel 100%. I stopped by Trader Joe's on my way home for some more peonies and sparkling water because that is a mood booster if I have ever heard one. And I've been on a sparkling water kick, but it has to be plain. For whatever reason, I do not like LaCroix. I don't like any flavored water. I was thinking about doing the white ones in this green vase and then the pink ones in the white vase, but they're also quite small. I could put them all in one vase and just have it be huge. I love peonies so much and they're seasonal, so run to Trader Joe's. Air fryers make the best breakfast potatoes, but it takes up my entire counter because I just don't have a lot of space in here. These already look better than my tacos earlier this week. I also forgot that I have cilantro, and this time I'm using Zab's St. Augustine hot sauce, which is my favorite hot sauce. So good. I just cleaned the kitchen. Now I am taking all of my supplements. And then I'm gonna take a nice long shower. I would like to nap, but realistically, I'm still drinking coffee, so. I always try and get some work done whenever Sammy is at the groomer, or I'll do like an everything shower, just like really relax and enjoy myself. So I think that is the two things I'm gonna do. First, I have some voiceovers to do as well as some emails, and I also thought I would film a TikTok of some apartment decor because it's really clean in here right now, and I saw this TikTok of someone showing the furniture they had gotten secondhand and then how they've styled it, and I've saved a lot of screenshots of the furniture I've gotten on Facebook Marketplace, so I feel like it could be a really fun thing to do. We'll see how that turns out. That's like been on my to-do list for the longest time. Cleaning always makes me just like break out in a complete sweat, so that is why we did it before the shower, but I just dusted my entire bar cart, got all the shots I wanted to for the living room, and just photos because I never have nice photos of my apartment, so I feel like that is just good to have for content's sake. And now I'm gonna clean my bedroom and showcase what I have thrifted in there as well. Most of my home decor is secondhand, like this entire dresser is secondhand, that vanity, the chair. The only thing that isn't in here is my bed, and then these nightstands were handmade, but they were from a vintage store that I found on Facebook Marketplace. And I still need something above my bed. I just don't know what I want. I feel like I want something really big and bold, but I change my mind all the time. And I just hung this up, which I got at the Roseville Flea Market, and I absolutely love it. I love this piece of furniture so much that I can't get rid of it, but I had to stop using it as my desk because I spilled a cup of coffee down the edge because it is just like so slippery and not very practical as a desk. So in the living room now I just have like a boring CB2 desk, but it gets the job done a little bit better.